Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to our first video. And the topic of this video will be best starter animes to watch. And, yeah, let's get into the video.
Alright, let's go.
So,
So, I think the first, main starter anime that a lot of people have started off with, probably Naruto. And I think that's
Oh, yeah.
a pretty good one. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people start off with that, but I don't know if that's, like, a good one.
yeah,
But-
anymore, because it'll take you too long to get hooked right now from your anime.
Not only
watchers.
that, like, a lot of people start that off because of how many people watch it.
Yeah. It's probably one of the most popular, in general.
And people might think it's, like, if they're watching it and they don't like it, they probably think it's overhyped.
Yeah. So, Dave, you can go and say what you think would be a good one.
Yeah, what do you think is a good one?
So, I mean, I feel like, you might not agree with this, Braden, but I agree with, I think Death Note, I think it's a good first because, this was like maybe my fourth anime I watched, but I wasn't really into anime.
Did I get
at
you?
first-
Did I tell you this one? Did I tell you about Death Note? Or was
Yeah, you did, and you said the ending was trash. And
Yeah, you told me about Death Note as well.
but I was thinking because when I was first watching Death Note, the first 10 episodes got me so hooked, and it was just so good. And I told one of my other friends to watch it because it was so good, and they've never watched anime in their lives, and they thought it was amazing. So I honestly think that's the best.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I also told another friend of mine to watch it, and she's never watched anime, and she actually.
I mean,
liked
to
it
be
a
honest,
lot.
like, it's just in general the first anime I recommend to people is Death Note. If they ask,
Mhm.
that's why I gave it to Dave and a couple other people. Even told my brother. And I feel like I need to get a reminder of what it started off with. Cause yeah, I know like the most part, but I just don't remember like it being that good. Getting hooked on the
I
first time.
think, honestly, the first episode, it started out pretty fast. It was just light. He found the Death Note halfway through the episode,
Yeah.
and then he was learning how to use it.
My opinion on the first anime. Now that I think about it, Death Note's really good, and it's decently short. But I feel like it depends. Like if they watch Pokemon, I feel like everyone has watched at least one episode of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it shows up on like Cartoon Network or something.
Yeah.
Everyone has seen it once.
I feel like if you ask if you've seen Pokemon, if they say yes, I should find an anime like Pokemon.
Like Digimon or something. Digimon
Like-
Adventures.
Yeah, Digimon.
I don't know how you guys say it. I say Digimon.
But yeah, I think they have an airing Digimon. To be honest, I saw that episodes
I
are
think
still
it's a new
coming out.
series.
Yeah,
I've seen it on Netflix too.
but yeah, Digimon that's pretty old though, unless it's a new
Yeah,
one.
it is old. I remember watching it in elementary. But
I know I used to watch
my
that
teacher
too.
had
Used to
The
watch
thing
this
with
level
Pokemon
every
is
month.
that it's, I think, because everyone watched it when they were younger. But
As a
didn't know
kid,
what
yeah.
anime was. And
Yeah.
because it was the same thing with the Beyblade show. I literally didn't know what anime was, and
Oh, yeah.
I watched that and Pokemon first, and Pokemon just got me kind of hooked. I
Yeah.
feel like because it's more for
Bro,
children,
Pokemon.
you know?
I honestly, the things I remember of it,
Me, I wouldn't consider this a good beginner anime now
Oh, yeah.
because I feel like it's too long. But
Yeah.
I watched Dragon Ball Z in the beginning first because I think a couple people told me it was a really good anime,
which it was.
and I didn't know how long it was actually. So I decided to watch. I skipped the original Dragon Ball, which a lot of people did do, but I watched Dragon Ball Z and I got hooked through the entire show. I don't think new anime watchers will get hooked like that anymore. Maybe with shorter animes because I feel like their experience will get robbed, if they watch them in too long. Like, 'cause Dragon Ball is like 291 episodes, and I feel like if they don't get hooked and drop it, they're not gonna watch anime anymore. Because it's
See,
just
like-
too long.
Mine was Dragon Ball 2, like partially. Hold on.
So what were we
Okay.
saying, Braden, about?
We were
Dragon
saying, oh yeah, Dragon Ball. I started off on Dragon Ball, and Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and I didn't watch Beyblades, I think. But yeah, I saw Yu-Gi-Oh and all those, and I agree with Dragon Ball not being a good starter. I feel like
I
old
think-
Dragon Ball might be a good, like maybe not starter, but it might be like
Maybe.
just because it's kind of one of those like show. I feel like it's one of those animes that you watch as a kid. It's just like one of those animes. You actually didn't watch it as a kid, but
That's why I thought kind of like Pokemon was kind of for kids, because, I mean, then again, it still had some good anime aspects, but it was one of those shows, like, that's why a lot of people started off with Naruto and Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball Z Kai was on Cartoon Network, and Naruto was also on Cartoon Network. I think it was, like, later during the day,
oh,
and
And-
so was Pokemon, and so
by
was
the way-
Beyblades.
we're still kids, but we're talking about like 7 years old.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
we're talking about, like coming home from school in 3rd grade, watching, turning
I
on some Dragon Ball Z or whatever. But I never watched Dragon Ball Z Kai or Naruto on TV. I only watched Pokemon and Beyblade. I think because at the time Dragon Ball Z Kai wasn't airing when I was in like 3rd grade or 2nd grade or whatever. But because at the time I never realized what an anime was or what a good anime was. But I feel like the trend of anime has spiked up from when it was back then. Alright, so let's give a list of what's not a good beginner anime.
Okay, not a
Like,
good
ones that
beginner
we've seen
anime.
or-
Long ones. Which old Naruto's a long one, but it's not like it doesn't feel long when you watch it.
I mean, you could also. I heard that you could skip after season 5. You don't have to watch the rest.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Yeah, so I said Death Note.
Death
you
Note, that's
said-
pretty good. I'm saying, okay, what should I recommend? I'm kind of like,
Dude,
I would say Death Note with you because that makes more sense now. But I also said it depends like what you've watched as a kid. You know what I mean?
right, because I mean, if you've seen Pokemon or let's just say Beyblade, like I've seen, you could kind of get into the groove of anime. Because here's the thing with the new anime stuff: a lot of people the reason they're not watching anime is because they just they've seen the worst parts of anime. Like
Not only that, it's because of like just
the
the fans.
fandoms, the cosplayers, basically the entire My Hero Academia
But-
fandom. Just
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I haven't watched Brotherhood. I need to watch it, but I heard like no one actually hates that. I haven't seen a single person that.
yeah, I know people say it's amazing. It's like
So I think
9
that's a
point,
good starter anime.
Yeah, because there is like 9.1 stars on my anime list. So it's like people say it's really good. Because I mean, I'm starting to watch the original Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I've watched the
just 'cause
original.
it's-
I didn't hate
I
it,
wanna
but
see-
it was a little bit slow.
Yeah, but yeah. So I feel like I've only seen a couple of episodes of Full Metal Alchemist, the original. When I was like episode like 20, I think, around there. And it's pretty good. It's
Okay.
going like
I
the English
think-
kind of slow, but
I think Demon Slayer a decent start off, but just before they start anime, like Demon Slayer as a first, they should know not every anime is going to be that high of animation. quality,
Like
I
we were
guess.
saying, like we were literally saying earlier that the reason Demon Slayer wouldn't be a good anime or beginner anime is because when they
Of the
first launched
animation and
Demon Slayer-
everyone, they're going to go to like some, just for example, Death Note. It's not as good, like quality of animation, but
Of course, it is still good. You know,
it's
still good
still
animation.
better. Like
Which
it's still better in a way, like as in the characters and how it's like made is.
which is also like a lot of animes because
Mhm.
a lot of old animes that are good and are probably one of like the highest rated ones, like uh Dragon Ball Z. We got Naruto. I'm not sure. Maybe the beginning of One Piece, maybe towards the end, or maybe towards like when it's like
Okay,
going, it gets better.
My
But
Hero.
since My Hero, what?
My Hero, I don't like it, but it might be a decent starter anime since you don't know what fully good anime is.
Yeah, let it be stated that we do
We
not like My
don't
Hero.
like my Schmizzy. I
Yeah,
don't. Okay, okay,
Come back.
yeah. Come back with My
I
Hero.
heard My Hero.
Yeah. Okay, but
He
yeah,
hears My Hero, he speaks.
we do not like My Hero. Um, I haven't watched season 5.
We
I haven't
just
finished season
like it,
4
bro.
either because it's that bad. But season
I
5,
think
if it's
it's
really good, honestly, if it's like
I think
crazy
it's
good,
pretty
then
decent.
that carries My Hero. Probably season 5, it's really good. But if it's like
Nah,
decent,
a lot of people say it's a slow season so far.
I heard it's like two classes fighting again for like the third time.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's class
Yeah,
A, B, and
like
class A, I think.
Eh,
change your seasons, bro.
I know, bro. Get some new
But I
ideas,
think
bro.
okay, there's gonna be a video talking about Attack on Titan and My Hero trash. Um, but yeah, I think that's good because how it starts, it like because Deku's like telling a story, isn't he? Like, oh, this is how I became the
Yeah,
yeah.
strongest hero.
He's still like flashbacking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
moments
So
that
he's like
we've
telling a
seen.
story and it's showing you the story. I feel like a lot of people might think that's like really cool.
Mhm.
Definitely.
And or now that I think about it, I watched Cowboy Bebop recently. And every episode's kind of like its own episode a little, but it still like makes sense as a story, but it's kind of like its own episode each episode. And like each episode I didn't feel bored at all. Like
Yeah, I like.
it's like 20 years old, so obviously the animation's not going to be the greatest, but I really liked Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also hear that Cowboy Bebop's story, their storytelling, their characters, their character development is really good. But I also hear that since like I mean their storytelling is good, but people say their story, just like their story itself, is not as good as like it should be. Because I mean
Yeah,
I know since
it
it was
isn't as good
made
as it
20 years
should be.
ago.
That's why I'm saying it basically like is a different episode each episode. But like the characters, I don't hate any character of the main group.
All right, so okay, so let's see. So Jason, if you were to recommend one fighting anime, what would you
Oh,
recommend?
one shonen anime or fighting.
Shonen Jump and
Ooh, yeah. I'm not too sure, but I think AOT does count, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's whatever you
But
think.
I would probably recommend that or oh my bad. I don't even blow on the mic. I'll probably recommend AOT or I just gotta go with OG Naruto.
All right.
I think people
What
get
about
hyped
you,
with
Dave?
those ones.
For me, like a fighting anime, I would probably recommend. Um, I would probably recommend. I mean, there's a bunch out there, you know, but like I
Mhm.
don't think Dragon Ball Z is a good one to recommend because it's just
Yeah.
strictly fighting. I think it also has like some story. So I honestly think a good anime that I recommend is probably if you like fighting, I think you probably like Seven Deadly Sins.
No, no. Say you swear to fucking God, bro.
But the thing is about Seven Deadly
Get
Sins
out
is
of here, bro.
the first two seasons were so good, but then they just ruined it because I think they changed studios. Um, like the
Seven Deadly
first
Sins
season
did
was
have a
good.
good start off. Like it
Yeah,
was,
the start off was good.
wasn't it
The
like
fighting,
Meliodas and then like this big
Gale Thunder.
knight comes in
Oh yeah, and it's like
and it's a
Princess or
girl.
Elizabeth or whatever.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
princess, and then helps try finding some huge, big group, strong group.
Yeah, it had a good start. It was really good. I feel like after season 1 was really good.
I think we should wrap this video because it's gonna be like a 20-something minute video.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right,
Okay,
Brayden, what do
so
you think are the
we'll
good
each give one or
fighting
two
anime?
animes that we should recommend. So I think a good shonen is My Hero, just because. Sorry, but how bad it is. And
Yeah, and
then once your second anime, you watch My Hero. Okay, that was cool. Second anime, hopefully it's better than My Hero. And then you're like, okay, dang, this is actually really good. Let me watch this other one. Then you branch off from that, and then just some like
Also, I think
chill
Demon Slayer.
anime.
Oh, I'll go after.
Chill anime. It would have to go to like probably Death Note, like just
Yeah.
something you could just watch. And Demon Slayer, yeah, that one's really good.
yeah, and for me, definitely like my first choice was Death Note, and then I think, for a good storytelling anime that I really like. It has some fighting into it. It's pretty interesting. It's called Samurai Champloo. Definitely
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think it's underrated. I just think it's like underappreciated. You know, like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't say it's.
A lot of people don't talk about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's just untalked of, and it's actually really good. Check it out. It's only 26 episodes, I think.
26, and it's
Pretty
kind of
good.
like Cowboy Bebop. Like every episode's a new episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the MC is the same voice actor in Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, and even the fillers are actually really good. Like when I think in one
Okay,
of
but
the
the
episodes they were
build-up
playing
plot
baseball,
isn't that great if you watch it. Like it's not that great.
is what I have to say.
All right, you, Jason.
I'm gonna go with AOT as a first because a lot of people now that start watching anime start with AOT.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you guys know I don't like it, I'll acknowledge that it does get a lot of hype.
I
and
hate that I hate that I can't say it's bad.
yeah,
Wait,
like
what anime?
AOT.
Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not bad at all.
Mhm.
It's pretty boring. It like gets boring a couple episodes every season, but like it's not a horrible anime at all. It's actually really good, but a lot of people
But
like.
I just think it's one of those where it's just worth a shot to try to see if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
into it. Because some people aren't like
And
me,
if
to be honest.
that doesn't work, then what chill anime should they watch, Jason?
Probably Death Note. I would go with Death Note
Yeah,
as
Death
well.
I mean, you guys are saying chill, Death Note, or chill.
It's
but
not chill.
I
It's like
think
kind of gets you like hyped in
on the
moments.
edge of your seat. You know,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
episode. You're
I'm
on the
saying
edge of
chill
your
as
seat,
in like
100%.
you don't have to like
There's not
catch
a
up
lot
as
of
a
fighting in
fight.
it.
Like, oh, what happened here? What happened there?
Yeah.
Right.
You just kind of watch and see what happens throughout the thing. I don't know. It's not like
Okay, yeah. So let's name off. Just say the name of what you should watch. Mine was My Hero, Demon Slayer, and Death Note.
Death Note, Samurai Champloo, Seven Deadly Sins, season 1 and 2.
All right.
Alright. I would just go with all of AOT and all of Death Note since they're pretty short.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy content like this, subscribe and comment down below what topics you want us to talk about. See ya.